Good evening to those who are in the western part of world, and good morning to those who are in the eastern part of the world. So these days, we can hearing and viewing lots of kind of media alterations of the compassionate act, or the loving blessing or kind blessing by His Holiness the Dalai Lama to the Indian boy. I consider him as a very lucky boy. And also I'm just assuming those who are going to seek audience or blessing from the His Holiness Dalai Lama are with intentions to seek blessing or to receive a blessing from His Holiness Dalai Lama, or wholeheartedly devoting to His Holiness Dalai Lama, and also must have faith and belief in Dalai Lama and Buddhism. I don't know about the philosophy according to other religions, but according to our religions, the Buddhism, His Holiness the Dalai Lama is a different kind of person. His level is not with us, especially those who are practicing Buddhism and knowing what is Bhumi, the stage or the level of bodhicitta. His Holiness is already rich at the higher Bhumi, and himself is telling us several times that he has already reached at somewhere in 6 or 7 Bhumis of the bodhicitta level. So therefore, his actions, his words are beyond our capacities of thinking. So we should have considered that. And I believe that those people who are going to Dharamsala and seeking blessing and audience from His Holiness Dalai Lama must have those considerations to the His Holiness Dalai Lama. And with that perspective, this guy, this boy, this young boy is a very lucky. He got a very special blessing that the very rare persons are receiving. That's what he's supposed to think, and his parents supposed to think. So now let's, I think, look and watch the whole scenario of how His Holiness Dalai Lama is blessing to that lucky boy, and how this lucky young boy is receiving the blessings from the His Holiness Dalai Lama.
What's your question?
여러분 제가 그 탐난 지에서 여러분 제가 불러 그 탐난 지에 지리야나스 그래요. 제가 여러분 제가 탐에 탐 지에나스. 그 여러분 제가 학 책에 주고 학 책에 지에나스. 오케이. 그것이야. then I think finally here also. And son, my tongue. Thank you. Thank you. We are same human brothers, sisters. Thank you. Now you should look those good human beings who create peace, happiness, should not follow those human beings who always killing other people. You should not look these people.
So now we all are witness of the whole video, whole scenario, how that moment was happening. First, the boy himself has voluntarily approaching to His Holiness Dalai Lama, asking for hug. Can I give you a hug? And the translator is translating in Tibetan. So he translated twice, but then His Holiness Dalai Lama didn't get it. And he asked again and again. And then we are witness that the other gentleman might be his, maybe the security. So come from back and asked as the same, the boy has asked him. So His Holiness Dalai Lama welcomed him with the love and compassion. And it is voluntarily, and it's the desire and want of the boy, not the His Holiness Dalai Lama has came on him or called him up to the stage and hug him in front of audience. The boy is not agree, or the boy is with the expressions of uncomfortable, nothing like that. Then why this media is exaggerating that this is obsessive and child abusive, or child, what words they are using? Those are, those medias really altering the real sin and intentionally defaming the His Holiness the Dalai Lama. And the boy came up the stage and His Holiness hugged, and the boy also grabbed the body of His Holiness Dalai Lama. And then His Holiness gradually, just jokingly or kidding, as the other people used to kid to their own kid or somebody who is very close to him or very, very close to us, like parents kiss to their children, because the parents have very close affections to his own children. That's why parent used to hug his children, and children also used to hug his parent. But in case of His Holiness Dalai Lama, there's no border like the someone who is close or someone who is far away. That discrimination or that differentiation is not with His Holiness Dalai Lama because he is higher bhumis than us. We are not even reached at the first bhumi. We are not even a preliminary stage of the bhumis. We don't have the little, kind of Bodhicitta's mind in us. That's why we have the desires. And His Holiness Dalai Lama doesn't have that. For him, everybody is like his child. His love is even and equal to everybody, even to the insect in the ground. On the other hand, the boy is voluntarily receiving the hug and the kisses, and at that time, His Holiness asked him, "Now suck my tongue," and boy doesn't have any expressions of uncomfortable. He is ready to receive. He is happily received that. This means there is a karmic actions. That sort of karmic actions, that sort of karmic relation is not for all of us, not for everybody. And after that, His Holiness gives the specific advice to the young boy. Look to the good human being, good people who creates love and compassion, not to the people who always killing someone else, not always looking to kill other people. That was the loving and compassionate advice that His Holiness Dalai Lama was giving to that boy. And finally, he hugged again and said, "We all are same human being." Just watch by word. Just watch to each words. Not just pick up something which is unusual. The media are trying to pick up certain points and making it a very big. Never ever try to make mountain out of mole. So now, if we just go through the video and mindfully concentrate with full concentration, if you watch that video and each moment and each words, then there's no point of obsessions. Many are saying about the boundaries. His Holiness has crossed the boundaries. Which boundaries? The boundaries of the privacy is someone is doing inappropriate actions, which is against their want, against their will, then that is crossing the boundary. That is said to be crossing the boundaries. If the other person is ready to receive, that is not crossing the boundaries. That is sharing love and compassion. So people around the world who are exaggerating and doing this viral video, sending this viral video and criticizing, should think the boundary itself according to the human rights law, and then watch the video. Is it really crossing the boundary? So boundary is, like I said before, the something which is not willing or not ready to accept by the receivers, and then the other people is doing it by force, then it is crossing the boundary, we should say. So therefore, there is no point in this scenario that we had just watched. There's no any sin which is crossing the boundaries. Then why, especially Hindustan Times and Times of India, those Indian medias, why you guys are exaggerating, and why you guys are circulating to the world this miscommunications? Why you guys are separating, trying to defaming His Holiness Dalai Lama in such a way? Who are behind you? I, as a Tibetan, we have really concerns. The way you are exaggerating, the way you are lying, there looks like there is somebody behind this medias who is investing to circulate this video in such a way by cutting and picking up the point where something is unusual and then circulating to the world. And then I also saw in the page of His Holiness Dalai Lama and the website of His Holiness Dalai Lama that His Holiness Dalai Lama has apologized. Actually, there's no need of apologize from the office of His Holiness Dalai Lama, because there is nothing His Holiness Dalai Lama has did to apologize. There's no reason. But since His Holiness Dalai Lama is a person from different world, he is an extraordinary. So therefore, he might have apologized just to heal some uncomfortable state of mind in the friend of those guys or other viewers. So actually, the parents of this boy and this boy himself is very comfortable, and parents of this boy is already there. He's also came there to seek blessing and guidance, advice from His Holiness Dalai Lama, and there are no problem. Then who is the other people who is having problem and demanding the apologies? There's no need of saying any apologies or sorry. But instead of that, I felt the office of His Holiness Dalai Lama has right to file against these medias for defaming the His Holiness Dalai Lama, the status of His Holiness Dalai Lama. The office of His Holiness Dalai Lama can file defamations against this media. That is for sure, because those medias are just picked up at certain points. They didn't went through the whole scenario. They only just touching the tongue to tongue of His Holiness Dalai Lama and the boy, and nothing else. Just picking that point and then commanding and criticizing. That is intentionally defaming His Holiness Dalai Lama. So therefore, what I would like to say is the office of His Holiness the Dalai Lama doesn't need to seek or beg apologize, but instead they have full right to file the defamation case against those media. And then I just would like to share some point in Tibetan. Tanda di nyendung di nalo la goni shul ta yung dukan la di nalo la kukiri yikzang dang gongsa choki chendo ni gongsa shu gaya ki nedang ji ganya tong mi do ina gongsa gari jini hu yinba din go tsu mi do gongsa choki gongsa shik jina gongsa choki sensik chung yome ang gangshi tanda di karsa nezu dinzo chige dang jaga sargang kha na lo du yoba ndi ndu kan la gongsa choki ngote dana shin gongsa choki taja dinzo sugi 당진 지기 yoba yinbe ne yang samlu dang beton 당진 chen ya yore sam du ra anda na shingi jungba yina bu dagarangke pama 등상메다 공수처 제가 짜버려 짜비갑들라 민당 안다나시 컨주기 뭐를 라겠다 차장직 거기 대송레군기 드럽지기 열와 딘도간라 부부디게 파마수 이면디 수직래 신기 여머리나 대송레군기 하고 열와 제가 대송레군기 뇌니 디게디 세셰 약부시제진 대셰 약부시제진이 그시 갑디두 아니 부부다 부부 파마라 마디버 중민도가 엔디 제라 마디버 간디스 중버레스 콘주 된도 마디버 매버이나 아니 콘주원이 세셰 제거 에듀케이션 버레스입니다 도다 긴원이 부부다 부부 파매원이 아니 대당 냠도라 대슈비 쇼르라 만주 근데 제가를 짱에 된조 나 제가를 땅다 마당 디게디 차장 구거리 기장당 다나시 대송레공기 năng yo song zang never to console teba lo tsichik dum mena nangba yin lamnyen dang ani chik yin do do che jin console jar yu changye dige chachang chik ani ta nyobula namyan ani jegal dang yo mari sang du manzo peba dang ani bigyu nang de nyamlen chingye dige yimbeina console chozala 제자를 땅 바임베네 소소기 셈띵니 대바다 구와 여성자 아니 건설초 제백갑들라 일로 춘대당 구글 신벽 토니 제가 슈레마도 비 딘데기 지그라랑 찰랑 소로고 나 탐나 디기르벨라야도당 아니 딘데기 건디든지 휴야기 로야 요마르라 휴누야 수지게 휴누 말와 딘데도 간고 나랑도 비교 난데 냠내 진이 대바 저베기 힘바 수여바 있나요 딘줄라 그 제가 도스당 바 있나요 마디 버식 배 통민도 있나요 지 낭바 이인도도 아니 공소처리 시부지기 여도도 제제네 아니 용예 디게디 파기 랩나 가리치로 아니 서틱투미도 서 마틱 비김전 땡제네 단데기 아니 내당 디게 샵으로와 템버선자 다니 송제니 뷰규슈야라 틴데르디게디 네버투 아니 당진 지야당 까돔 지야당 십셰 지야당 데비기 루귤라 아니 시샤제니 마움바기 숭격 라니 더 넘버당 다나신기 철신된 빅토니 단디기 누르 가르충 여바이나 누르디게디 실샤비 토니 아니 누르 여상지야당 안다나신기 교연디게디 매버서약시도 아니 네버도 그거 이장당 대송 니기 겐케 구도 삼스도 어딘지 쉬어이 안디 드링 얘기 소소기 다 베바직 임바당 아니 Jaurmuche Susugi lama Jimbik Tony and this was some switchik Shegal to Shabi some sudi Mashubi in a young and this chick Digimari Sambachik Susugi Tensong Chidanging egg some sushi near Shuji Shenda Madawak Chida you are married in other Susungi Susugi Range Rankur light Sejin to Sejine and Javi in Shui to share Gariche.
I have a question. Can I hug you? It's a question.
여러분들 것은 탐나 지리가 여러분들 꿀을 뜻 탐나 지리는 지리에나스 그래 자 여러분들 판에 탐 지리가
It was amazing meeting His Holiness, and I think it's a really great experience meeting somebody with such high positive energy. It's a really nice feeling meeting him, and you get a lot of that positive energy. It's not just like that, but once you get the positive energy, I think you're happier, and it's a better thing, and you smile a lot more. It was a really good experience overall.
I'm Dr. Payal Kanodia, Trustee M3M Foundation. We've been working in Dharamshala on this skill center which we started last year, and since then we were looking at seeking blessings from His Holiness. And today we got this opportunity, and especially when my family was there with me, and all the students who graduated from I Am Power Academy of Skills were also present. We're totally blessed to have got these blessings from His Holiness. He came, addressed us in person, taught about peace that the world needs, and how everyone needs to feel together like brother and sister. And I absolutely cannot express how I feel getting blessed by him. Thank you.